All right. Good morning. Greetings and salutations. LLE weekly wrap up with divine readings here. I was gonna do Twin Flame and Union Recognition, but y'all don't watch that here. At least here, you know what I'm saying? So at least say y'all can go to another psychic and peep that if you want Twin Flame Union Recognition readings, because I just don't fuck with it here. So got a few rants and then we'll begin to get the spread out. And this is just a wrap up of pretty much everything that's been going on this week. I did 6 readings this week. Well, 5. This would be number 6. So, just doing a breakdown. First rant. Seems like people want free advice from me. And you can't get that. Not from me. You know, you can get a free reading from somebody else or wait on a special or something. Somebody else. But you're not going to get free advice out of me. Just because you text me at 11:11, shooting me well wishes that you would like to get a reading, but don't. I don't know why you keep doing it. I don't even respond half the time. Like I say, don't. It's a pet peeve of mine now. Just because it's 11:11 don't mean shit to me. To me, personally. You know what I mean? Because it might not be 11:11 my time. It might be 10:11, 12:11 or some shit. You'd be surprised. It's 11:11. Just wanted to hit you up. I want to book a reading, but I can't right now. You know, you said that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later, you said the same shit. 11:11 pop up. Hey, still trying to get that reading? Okay, whatever. You know, don't geek me up. I won't be waiting for it. You know what I mean? It's just tripped out. You know, I have at least I could say 4 people I literally been waiting on. I'm only doing specials for y'all. You feel me? Like I don't even need to do specials and shit like that. Like I'm only doing it for y'all. Y'all say y'all need help on prices, even though I know for a fact you'll pay $150, $200 to some whack ass psychic that ain't gonna tell you nothing. And that usually be the case. Y'all get a reading from somebody else that costs 3 times as much as me and then want to try to get on my special. Because for a special, $35, you do get like an hour. You do get like quality over here for the low ski. But, just stop jerking my chin. Because it's you get no reaction. You give me a long drawn out message about what the fuck you going through. I don't know what you're telling me for. Seems like you're trying to tell yourself something. You know, you know how to book with me. You know where to book. If not, just drop me an email. Quit acting like you ain't never booked for me before. Or you don't know how this thing goes. This trips me out how y'all act brand new. Or say that I've been gone when I've been here the whole time. I swear, if you want me to treat you like an adult, please act like one. You want to act like a kid, I'm going to treat you just like a child. You act stupid, I'm gonna act dumb on your ass, because I know you ain't doing this shit with these other psychics. Over critiquing them and shit, doubting them. You know what I mean? They ain't shit on me. Like real spit, I'll take the Pepsi challenge to any psychic out here in these streets, bro. I bet you I'm more thorough. I bet you I uncover more secrets than they probably can tap on. I bet you I'm gonna tell you some shit that you swear to God I should know. But God revealed that to me to throw at you to let you know I'm for real, for real. And I bet you my rating of accuracy is gonna be like in the 90 percentile. I'm being scared to fuck with me. I don't know what that is, though. Don't be scared. Why y'all so scared of me? Is this something I might say? Is this something I might find out? You think I'm gonna look at you any less or different? Listen, I keep telling y'all. I fuck with everybody the same. There is no favorites. Clients and non-favorite clients. I don't play favoritism. This shit ain't personal. So when I'm getting in your shit, I ain't getting in your shit scolding you or, it ain't personal. This is just what I do. Okay, so respect what I do. I give you the proper respect, give me the proper respect. I don't play games with you, don't play games with me. I'm on business with you, be on business with me. I am a psychic, man, and it just trips me out And people, I don't know, just think I'm lying or I'm false or I'm just not who the fuck I say I am when you obviously fuck with it. That's all I want to say. If you need a reading, holla. If not, don't. Easy as that. So wrapping this up, overall energy for this whole weekly wrap up, we got the Ace of Cups, and this has definitely been prevalent. This is fairly important. At the end of the day, divine masculine, divine feminine, take care of yourself. Ace of Cups is self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. You gotta love yourself more, feminine. And that's being a little selfish. You're selfless all the time. Time to get selfish a little bit, just a little bit. You know, do what's best for you. Stop trying to factor in other people's needs when it comes to taking care of your needs. Masculine the same. Stop thinking about everybody. Think about yourself one time. I mean, you always get selfish, you know, I don't know, when it comes to your twin flame situation, you definitely understand to be selfish, you know what I mean, and do what's best for you at any cost, even at the expense of your divine feminine. So, you know what I'm saying? You're selfish any other time in this divine demo. Why don't you be selfish in your world, your karmic demo? Same selfish shit you get on with the twin flame shit, get on that with your karmic. Get on that with your friends. Get on that with your family. I told you, divine feminine. Divine masculine does shit to you that you should be doing to the world. Divine masculine, you're doing shit to the divine feminine that you should be doing to the world. Self-realization. Realize who you are. Realize your path in life. Realize your calling. That's a realization. It's only you gonna realize. Identify who the fuck you are. Know who you are. The average person don't know who the fuck they are. Or what they represent. Or what they want. Know what you want. Know what you represent. Know what you want. So you ain't sending out mixed signals. Know who you are. So you ain't sending out mixed signals. They go for both masculine and feminine. You know? Even if you are together in union, reunion, and recognition, don't lose your individuality within each other. You two are still two individuals. Yeah, y'all one, but y'all still two separate individuals. Don't lose yourself in your twin. Don't lose yourself in this demo. You know? Don't follow. It ain't monkey see, monkey do. You ain't supposed to emulate your twin. You're supposed to enhance your twin. You're not supposed to be controlled by your twin or let your twin control you. Y'all two are supposed to amplify each other's attributes. This shit is it's a process, but it helps with you two having your own life, your own shit going on, your own identity, your own definitions of things. This is fairly important. Masculine, feminine, take care of yourself. Y'all number one priority right now should be your own path, your own purpose, your identity, loving yourself better so you can love each other better, knowing who you are more indefinite so you can recognize your twin. All your twin flame does is show you who you are or the side of you didn't know or forgot about or had to get reintroduced to. You purge each other, bring all that negative shit out of each other to make each other better. Like I said, even when y'all a better creature, you still can take your better asses and go in another direction. Bottom line, we got the Three of Cups. Distractions and third parties. Or celebration. Let me pick the smoke on this. I just take this as celebrations. When you look at the Three of Cups, you usually see like the three people with cups. They all cheering together. It's like a fucking celebration and shit like that. Okay, clarifying the celebration is the Four of Wands. Let's talk flame union, reunion, and recognition. So, when I see this energy, and bottom line, this is the most important in this whole message. What I'm seeing is support all across the board. It's like your divine feminine and her karmic feminine are going steady. It's like your feminine getting married or getting engaged or stepping into a next chapter in her life. Divine masculine, I see you celebrating your divine feminine. It's like you're at their wedding. Feminine's getting married. She's looking out at you like, huh? Could have had this, bro. Like, this could have been us, but you playing. And masculine, and she's mature enough to not let her masculine distract her from the task at hand, which is her husband. You know? It's like masculine's at the reception, raises up a drink to you, divine feminine, and congratulates you on finding the right one, baby. While still being mature enough to know, hey, yeah, I had you. I chose to play. I see this nigga serious. You know, heads down to the winner. And vice versa. Divine feminine, can you see yourself at your divine masculine's wedding? You know, throwing a cup up to him, raising your glass to him and his bride. You feel me? While he walks down the aisle or does his thing to get to the new chapter of his life. It's support on both sides. It's like you got a whole boyfriend, divine feminine, or a whole fiance, or a whole husband or some shit, and just you graduating from college or some shit like that, or getting a degree or getting recognized or something. Your twin is there. Like I said, you two have the maturity to be in each other's lives, but not being in each other's lives. That's what this twin flame shit groom you for too. Like I said, you should want to see your twin happy the way your twin want to see you happy. You should support your twin in the way your twin should be supporting you. It should be supportive whether y'all with each other or not. Like May said, I want to see you happy even if it's not with me. You know what I mean? Because that's really what the fuck that matters. It's congratulations. You know, you don't go to your divine feminine's husband and say some slick shit on her wedding day. Like, yeah, you better treat her right, or what? Nigga, you know what I mean? You'll get a real dose of reality check. You didn't want her. You know what I mean? You treated her like shit. I'm treating her like the queen that she is. She your queen, right? Nah, she my queen, nigga. Like, hey. You know, you gotta have maturity. You can't act like a fucking kid when your divine feminine move the fuck on. Feminine. You can't act like a fucking child when your divine masculine moves on. Be happy for them. It's just bottom line. You know, I see a lot of maturity happening with a lot of twins. You know, twins are moving on. Twins are going to the next chapter, and you know their divine counterparts are saluting them or tipping the hat off to their counterparts' lovers who are choosing to be with them, who are choosing not to waste their divine counterparts' time and shit like that. And at least for the masculine to know, hey, I fucked up, or hey, I wasn't ready, or hey, I wasn't in the right space, you know. But I support you and everything that you want. Whatever makes you happy makes me happy. You know, I see that energy with a lot of twins. Aside from that, I do see a lot of twins who, you know, are celebrating each other. Like, it's like something bringing y'all together. So, it's like, not only are you getting into union with your twin, it's like y'all finally enterprising. Y'all finally doing something together, you know, taking this connection to the next phase. I said, best thing you can do with your spouse or lover or friend or colleague is get money together. You know? They already got a dope ass relationship. Shit, have a dope ass relationship and get money and evolve and step the fucking game all the way up. I just see a level up on a whole nother level. I see a divine masculine and a divine feminine doing great things together. It's like a third thing that's like emotionally tying you to, that's putting like more passion or more fire in your guys' connection in itself. Could be through a child. That'd be some good fire on your ass. Like I say, could be through a business. Could be through a partnership. This is the energy of, like I say, two twins on YouTube doing a thing, you know, being on the same path together, choosing to come together. It's like, I don't know, if my twin wake the fuck up and want to get on this channel and we can finally get on shit we were meant to do together. It's like that. You and your divine counterpart on the same path, on the same agenda. He's supporting you, but not only supporting you, he's getting active in whatever you're active in. You know, you're not only supporting your masculine, it's like your masculine want to bring you over to his business, to run his business, to help. You know, I just see help through a third party source, whether that's child, business, commerce, enterprise, to strengthen and put more depth in this connection. Kicking this thing off, feminine. Coming to the situation, energies you leaving or coming into, you got the Four of Cups. This is the world and everything in it. The world is cups. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. What are feelings and emotions? Just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your world is what you feel it is. The world ain't real. I mean, it's a third. It's a temporary space and time where all things expire. That's what the world is. It's a third dimension. That's where the world is located in 3D. The fourth dimension and up, that's the infinite. Different rules apply in the infinite. Different beings reside in the infinite. It's a lot of low-level beings in the world. Like I say, hell don't exist, I will argue. But this world is littered. Littered with a lot of hellish figures. Hell might be the middle earth, center of the earth, underwater, before that shit becomes another fucking realm. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of angels fell to earth. Fallen ones, we talking about the bad ones. A lot of beasts were let loose on this place. A lot of multi-dimensional beings harbor this place. Shit, your dogs and animals can see that you can't. You know, it's a lot. It's a world within a world. You'd be surprised what the fuck is underground. You'd be surprised this whole city's underground. Its whole systems, you know, that do a lot of shit. I'm not going to, you know, go in depth, but I mean, it's much more to the world than what you think, divine feminine. And it's your duty to know what the world really is, to find out what's really going on here. Really, so you can help your fellow man and fellow woman, mainly the youth them. Because the kids really don't know what world they living in. They just kids. They just teenagers. They ain't really been out here in the world. They don't really know what's out here. Thus, they can't be protected from what's out here. You know, as a divine feminine, it's your job to know exactly who the world is, how it's ran, who runs it, what it consists of, what's here, what ain't here, what's real, what's not. You know, the world's got a lot of depth to it. A lot of nooks and crannies. Some shit going on in the nooks and crannies in this motherfucker you kind of need to be aware of, especially if you got children. Especially if you're a woman. Especially if you're a melanated being. The world is what you make it. It's what you feel it is. It's not what is. I told you, the world could be a program. It could be a hologram. It might not even be real. We could be fucking dreaming right now. It could be a dream world. We could all be fucking asleep, dreaming. You know what I mean? Whatever the case, the world is still what you make it. You know, I'm begging you, feminists, please get a better understanding of the world. I'm not finna spell it out for you. I would love to. I would love to. But it's like I could tell you what the fuck's going on. Y'all ain't gonna hear it. You won't get the message. And then I might end up wiped off the face of the earth off what the fuck I said, trying to help people who ain't trying to be helped. Trying to awaken people who still sleep. It's another reason I don't fuck with you karmics, man, because y'all ain't worth my time. Y'all ain't worth my life. Y'all ain't worth my energy. I wish I would go Malcolm X for karmics. I wish I would go Dr. Martin Luther King for karmics. Eat a dick. Fuck out of here. Y'all ain't worth it. And it's mainly karmics who watching me. Y'all ain't worth it. Me dying over dropping knowledge. That's why I speak a code. That's why this shit is closed. I'm not finna get direct with you dummies. Because y'all wouldn't even get it. I can tell you the fucking truth. You still wouldn't understand. I can tell you exactly what the fuck's going on, who run the world, and like, for real, I can tell you everything. But at what expense? I fuck with divines and divines only. They're the only people who give my time, energy, and resources. Why? Because they're the only people that's worth my time, energy, and resources. They're the only people that's worth dying over. Oh, people die for telling the truth. People die for exposing shit that's going on in the world. I would get to know why. You divine feminine, like y'all the awake one. Y'all the woke one. You know? Please know what's in the world. Please know what's going on right now. So when the shit do hit the fan, you can at least help as many people as you can. You can at least save your children from what's to come. You can at least prepare. Because masculine coming to the situation, we got the Ace of Pentacles. It's a big ass manifestation. This is also accountability. This is also it's the cornerstone of whatever the next chapter of your life is. So let me put some smoke on this. Five of Wands, separation. I see this in two ways. This is energy your masculine is coming out of, and energy your masculine is coming into. Energy your masculine coming out of. This separation, this particular separation, you've been separated. You separated yourself from your twin a few times, divine masculine. But this particular separation is huge for you. Is big for you. Is very instrumental in your current life right now. You know, you separate yourself many times for your family, but it seems like when you did it this time, a lot of shit changed. A lot of shit is different. It ain't what it used to be. Other than that, this new chapter in your life that you're going through right now, unfortunately, it has to deal with you being separated from your divine counterpart. Five of Wands is also outside conflict. It's something going on outside this twin flame shit that you need to tend to, that you need to fix, that needs your attention. This is something you attain or something you acquire. This is something big. And this something happened during this little separation phase that you're currently in right now with your divine feminine. For those that separated, for those that's with their twins, I will say this. It's something you did during your last separation that's kind of standing the fuck out right now. And that's a lot to do with your actions and behavior. You know, this is why when you play the same move or you do that one trick pony shit or get to thinking for your twin, you know, thinking you know what's best for your twin or you know what's best for this when you don't know anything. Like soon you made a personal decision, okay, to disconnect from this twin flame situation, to disconnect from your twin flame, to turn a blind eye to your twin flame demo, to write this shit off or act like it doesn't exist. Soon you start doing shit like that is when your divine karma begins. I told you, shit you gotta be doing with your feminine. Just because you don't want to do it, don't mean it ain't gonna get done. It's gonna get done. Y'all two got a job to do together. And if you can't do it together, it's gonna be done solo and separately. So energy you coming out of or coming into, you're starting to see, masculine, since you chose to take no part in your divine demo, then you're gonna take all accountability and the divine karma that's headed your way. Feminine, in regards to yourself personally, you got the Five of Pentacles. Last reading, which was what, twin flame separation, you had the Four of Pentacles. And the masculine had this. And what did I say? I say masculine got this now, feminine, you gonna get it later. It's a different deck. You have it now. What's the Five of Pentacles? That's the dark night of the soul. What's that? Going without something. Last reading, we talked about, like I said, the teenager who was holding the rope, about to lose her hand over a fucking phone. You know, learn to let go, I was saying last week, because it's best for you to let go willingly than endings to be forced upon you. So you're going without a person, place, or a thing right now. And it seems like why you going without a particular person, place, or a thing, it's essentially you feel like you're going backwards. You're not, you're going forward, but it's like you going back to you wish you could hold it again. I told you 4 Pentacles, hold on too tight to some shit. Or being scared to let something go. Something is gone, but you still trying to hold on to something that's gone. That's going backwards. You know, you can't ride a dead horse. You can't be in a relationship with a person who don't want you no more. Like, you know, when things are gone, you gotta learn to go without them. Could be like the energy I'm going through right now, 5 of Pentacles. This is like when shit is tight, you know. I mean, it is like the first of the month. Cost of living is pretty high. It's just me. I'm not coupled with nobody and shit. Like, you know, cost of living is hard for everybody, but especially those who are by themselves. You know, so every once in a while, shit gets tight. I gotta go without things. It ain't the end of the world, because I could be without bigger things. So if it's the little things I gotta go without, I can deal with that. Going without huge things, like like a house, like you ain't got nowhere to stay, you homeless. It's better to be broke with a home or broke with a roof over your head than, like I say, having money in your pocket and no roof over your head. It's good to have a car because that's the only way you can really get back and forth to work to keep a roof over your head. You know what I mean? It's good, like I said, being broke with your bills paid or being broke, maintaining, than, like I say, having money and having nothing. You know how many bums I know with money? I don't know what their logic is. I don't know what they think they saving. I don't know. You know, it's like they got a lot of money, but they don't have nothing. And you got the people who pretty much got everything, still have nothing because, like I said, we just live in a different world. Sometimes shit gets tight. It's called discipline. You gotta thug that shit out. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, you wish you could have shit laid out the way it was. Yes, you probably wish shit was different or something was retro about the current state of life right now, but it is what it is, though. Let me get some more coffee real quick. I just see a lot of feminines going through. Ooh, I see a lot of feminines just going through some tight shit. Shit rough, shit tight right now, like for real. Tight and rough for everybody. Like I said, we all in the same boat. Ain't nobody in a different boat from another person. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all in the same boat. Only difference between people who think they got something over to everybody else, you know what I'm saying, is that they're closer to the captain. Whether you a millionaire or you middle class, nigga, we all in the same boat. It's millionaires out here living check to check just like you is. Trying to make it just like you are. Don't think because a person got a bigger house that they got a better budget or more family that they're more covered than you are, having nobody type shit. Like I'm telling you, it's hard. It's the way it was made. Shit rough for everybody across the board. You know what I mean? You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but like I say, it's 223. Keep in mind, shit just gonna get worse. The cost of living is just gonna get higher. It isn't gonna shrink. Gas isn't gonna get lower. It's just gonna get higher. Inflation in this country is just gonna keep going. And then it's gonna bubble. And this shit's gonna change. And then this shit is not gonna be the same. It's gonna be unrecognizable. That's why I'm saying, feminine, especially you. Please get in tune with what the fuck's going on with the world now. This whole lack and scarcity shit is just the beginning of more things to come. You see it. You probably making the most money you ever made in your fucking life. But you probably as broke as you ever been too at the same damn time. That's weird, ain't it? That's where we at. Feminine, it's time to get your pentacles in order. But it ain't like you need to get your shit together or step your game up and no shit like that. Like you're doing everything you need to do. Is what's going on is, I'm telling you, the cost of living is getting higher. Wages are going down. Resources are going down. Help is going down. Everything is going down. accept the debt, accept expenses. It's almost like they want this shit to crash, want this shit to bubble, want this shit to bust. And it will. But appreciate the baby steps. Appreciate the fact that you still got a roof over your head, that you still can provide for yourself and your children, that you, like, God has made a way. Yeah, shit tight right now. Yeah, you probably got less pinnacles or funds than you usually have. It's only temporary, number one. And number two, God got you at the end of the day. Masculine. You, in regards to the feminine energy, you got the Seven of Wands. Conflict once again. Came to the situation with the Five of Wands. That's outside conflict. Now you got the Seven of Wands, which is internal conflict. Outside conflict is just what the fuck people got to say about you. I don't like your girlfriend. I don't like your way you live your life. I don't like the choices that you make. I think you could be a lot better. I think you could be a lot smarter. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Yeah. It's an outsider telling you what the fuck to do with your life, or with you and yours, or how you should move or go about things out here. That's just outside talk. Who gives a fuck about anything outside your cipher? Who gives a fuck about other people's problems? Five of Wands, outside conflict. Could be other people conflict, other people problems, other people bullshit. Fuck other people's shit. You got shit inside you gotta fix. The internal conflict is a higher level than dealing with outside conflict. You can help other people with their shit all day, but when you gonna help yourself? You can assist in fixing other people all day. When you gonna fix yourself? How do you deal with yourself? You heal yourself. How do you heal yourself? You deal with yourself. How do you deal with yourself? Alone. You fix your own self. You fix your own self. Nobody's job to fix you. That's unfair. Ain't nobody else's job to put you together. That's unfair. Ain't nobody else's job to support you. That's bogus. Okay? Especially in the world we living in. I just told you, the cost of living is going up. Everything is going down besides the cost of living, or expensive. So you having to carry a person now? That's unfair. You married to a person you gotta fix emotionally, who mentally a child? That's unfair. Life is already hard for you just maintaining it and keeping a level head doing that shit. I'm telling you. Meanwhile, everybody else losing their mind. Everybody else scamming and jamming. Everybody else leeching and vulturing off people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, there's more people in the world taking than giving. There's more people in the world giving up than giving in. What I mean by giving in is like staying strong. It's more people who lost in this world than found. There's more people in this world who don't know themselves than who do. There's more people who are out of tune with the infinite and God than people who are in tune with the infinite and God. There's too many people going left field than going in the right way. Saying all that shit to say this. Said this shit last video. Divine Masculine, you're something special. You're something divine. You're something out of this world. You're something not regular. You ain't like the common folk. You ain't like the average person. You're something better than that. But nobody's better than nobody because we're all the same. We're all loved by God. We all have the same shot in life. So no one's better than nobody else. But you do differentiate yourself from everybody else. Part of your internal conflict, masculine, is you don't want to differentiate yourself from the common folk. You want to stay camouflaged. You want to stay hidden. You want to stay in the attitude of normalcy. Why are you so scared to stand out? Why are you so scared to speak your mind? Why are you so scared to live your truth? Why are you so scared to step into this divine demo? Why do you take the easy route instead of going the road less traveled? Why do you keep karmics who you don't even fuck with in your face and in your space always, but push the people who really should be in your life, the great people who should be in your life? You push the good people out and bring the randoms in. You totally disregard what your divine counterpart tells you, but then you hear the same shit from other people, and it's valid then? What made whatever the fuck your divine counterpart was telling you unvalid? And what makes these karmic people who saying the same shit your feminine said, and we got the divine feminine card next, what makes these karmics so more valid than your feminine? Because they ain't your feminine? I told you. Masculine be having shit fucked up with you, divine feminine, and this is you in regards to the masculine. So we just gonna get to you, divine feminine. Your masculine got you fucked up. The same way your masculine will play you off, deny you, won't even listen to shit you say, and then hear it from somebody else and then get it. That just show you they can't get the truth from you. It's like me in this channel. Y'all rather go listen to somebody that stole what the fuck I'm saying and saying it and relate to it, because it ain't me saying it. Oh, I like how they say it because they saying it in a more namaste way. They're not being all direct and to the point like you, Boom. They're not being all detailed and directed. They just saying what it is and moving on applicably. All right, whatever. You'd rather take a sugar-coated lie than the ugly truth. Okay, that's cool. At least just admit that shit. I swear, I'm asking, I tell some real shit. It fall by the wayside. You just think you know everything. You don't know shit. You young as hell. Like, you ain't even been on earth that long. You swear up and down, you know everything. It's like, nigga, but I know what I'm talking about. Totally disregarded. But then a fucking karmic, a nobody, a dumbass, an unaware person, a lost soul, just happens to say the same shit I say. Oh, it makes sense now. You know what? My twin did that shit one time. He told me some shit I said. But somebody else said it and it made sense to him. You know what my homie said? He said, I said, nigga, I said that. And your homies ain't shit. They dumb as fuck. Like, you and your cronies are the most ignorant motherfuckers I ever met. Nigga, I said that. But you didn't pay no attention when I say the shit. This dumbass nigga said, and it makes sense. Wow. You just don't want to hear shit from me. Why? Preconceived notions. Preconceived notions have been fucking me my whole life. And one, people think they know me or know my situation. It's like, oh, he's got slots for 8 readings, so he's going to be overbooked this week, so he ain't got time for me. Bitch, there you go assuming. It could be nobody booked nothing. And you could be the first person booking from me, but by you assuming you missed out on your own blessing. I'm just going to assume that, you just negative and you doom and gloom and you don't want nobody to be happy. No, I'm happy as a motherfucking tick on a dog right now. It's just the way I show happiness is just different. I'll be ecstatic doing these readings, man. Like, I love what I do. I only bring this tone with you because this is the tone that the world has, feminine, going back to the world. This is the tone the world got. I told you, the world beats your ass every day. The world gives you a daily dose of truth all the fucking time. But you don't want it from a person that's giving it to you straight. It's better for a motherfucker to give it to you direct than somebody to be sneaky about shit. It's better for a motherfucker to tell you to their face they don't like you for them to be in your face and in your space and don't fuck with you. That's why I like racists who at least are verbal with their racism. It's like, hey, you know how to get to this section of town? Yeah. Right back the way you came, motherfucker. Okay, bet. Shit. Say less. Like, let me get the fuck up out of here. See, this is a sundown town, and the sun is setting, my nigga. Like, I could be real with a person who don't like me. I don't like you. Okay, that's cool. At least I know to stay away from your dumb ass. At least I know not to include you in shit. And I appreciate you being upfront with that, because you could have been a bitch and just kept that on the DL. Well, kind of like how you move, feminine. Like I say, you doing the right shit. You saying the right things. You coming at it the best way you can. Shit you telling your masculine is profound. But like I say, he ain't trying to hear it from you. Unfortunately. It's a preconceived notion your masculine has. Maybe he thinks you shouldn't be this smart or life shouldn't be this good. Like, instead of him acknowledging you a hard ass working person that can manifest whatever the fuck they want, they'll just say you lucky or spoiled or well taken care of or you're everything you're not. And then for a person who's, everything that he just said you are that you not, the person who's saying the same shit, they're that. They're spoiled. They're enablers. They're cheaters. They're all that shit that your master think you are. That's who they are. But he looking at them as divine. Because like I said, they're not you. It's like, I'm trying to find the best example. I guess it's like children coming up. My grandparents used to say certain shit and I used to just tune them out. Like, man, y'all too old. Y'all don't understand what the fuck's popping. Fuck it. I can go to my mom. I remember when we first moved to Chicago. I moved to Chicago like 7th grade, 2001. From Culver City, California, I remind you, I was on the West Coast as a kid. Grew up in Vegas, like 94 to 99. And then went to Culver City, LA. Was in LA for like 99 to 2000. So in 2001, we ended up in Chicago. And, that first year in Chicago was, it's crazy. Never seen ignorance on a level I seen until I got to Chicago. Never seen death, murder, and mayhem the way I seen it once I got to Chicago. I ain't never seen I was living in LA, like where the Bloods and Crips at, like where Boys in the Hoods at, like where Minister Society at. I didn't see no gangster shit out there. I saw weirdo niggas, Bloods with tongue piercings and belly piercings and shit. Like, what the fuck y'all on? Like, oh, it's hard out here. I don't know. LA gangs just. I mean, I see a lot of people get killed out in LA. I see like LA gangs are active, but compared to Chicago, I'm not scared of no Bloods, of no Crips, of no Hoovers, or no A-Trays, or no Mexican gang. Fuck all that, nigga. Have you been to Chicago? Nigga, you see what's going on over here? Oh, yeah. Like, at least y'all still organized. At least y'all still got blocks and cliques and sets. Nigga, it's the Warriors in Chicago. Like, listen, when I first came to Chicago, it was the scariest shit ever. Then I live in a Latin King neighborhood, and I'm GD, like, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gangster disciple and shit, like, living in a Latin King neighborhood. They kill GDs, like, they GD killers. Everybody's GDK. What the fuck we did, seemed like the whole world hate the gangsters. Nigga, y'all hate us because y'all ain't us, nigga. Like, for real, I don't know where the hate come from. I don't know why people hate GD so bad, bro. We didn't do shit. All we do is get money and elevate our minds. Look at any gangster disciple bro. That nigga smart as hell and he getting it. We hustlers, bro. Like, we paper orientated. We money orientated. We business orientated. And we are Christian. And we have just like I say, every GD got the same MO. We just different. We just business. It's about business. You know what I mean? We ain't really for that fuckery. Right? But it's like, never knew this shit existed. I come to a place where, like I said, it's just, I'm seeing people get shot the fuck up. And then it ain't like I'm running to police and telling people about what the fuck just happened. Nah, like, it's been so many situations in Chicago, I'm telling you, where I swear, I'm walking down the street, motherfucker just get shot the fuck up right in front of me. And it's like, that's the first city where I learned to mind my business. I swear, I went to go get some weed one time, and man, they just let somebody have it. They shoot this nigga with like AK-47, bro. Like, they shot him a few times. Like, it wasn't even like fair how they did Scud. And it was so quick. It happened so fast. Like, I'm walking down the street, cuz walking this way, I'm walking this way. Soon we get to like right here, another motherfucker come out the woodwork. Bah, 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 bah. What I do? Nigga, I act like I ain't see nothing. Hey, I ain't see shit. I ain't even, like, I looked at the shooter and shit, and I'm, bro. I ain't see nothing, bro. That's all I said. I ain't see shit, bro. I just walked the other way, praying he is just shoot me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's normal. You know what I mean? Watching people die, watching people get shot the fuck up, children, old people, like, especially back in the day, like 2001. That's when the Kings who was in my neighborhood was really on dummy. They was just extorting motherfuckers, kidnapping motherfuckers. They was deep, you know. Mexicans, they deep, like they on every corner. Any nigga coming in my, it was blacks in my neighborhood, but they were like working class black. Like I say, I was like the only GD there. The rest of them moved across the bridge where the folks at. But I lived there, you know what I'm saying? So I had to come home, and they've tried me every time. That shit was rough. 7th, 8th grade, like fighting, seeing like just murders, man. This shit was just it's some shit that it ain't normal, but it is normal now. And I'm saying all this shit to make a point. You know, it's how you move. The neighborhood I grew up in, like the shit that I survived, I only survived because I moved the right way. I should be dead or in jail like the rest of my peers, like most of my peers. I should be jammed up with a fuck ass baby mama and 3, 4 kids, probably from 2, 3 different bitches, like, you know, chained the fuck up, trapped, can't do nothing, ain't got no options because it ain't even about my life no more because I chose to let people in my life who really work for me. I could be a statistic, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not. So people who ain't statistics, like the special people who come from these fucked up places and still rise above it, you gotta give them that. That's just another sign you divine. Divines don't get lost in the system. Divines don't get trapped in systems, nigga. We free. We still got options. We don't have to do what the fucking our peers are doing or these karmic motherfuckers are doing to survive, to make it. Or what the fuck they call life. No, it's how you move. I keep God first in everything that I do. So the main thing I was doing in Chicago, when I'm walking around, I'm praying, I'm talking to God every day. God, like he right next to me. Man, about to go in this Mexican neighborhood, God, man, please don't let them try today. Oh shit, man, I'm about to go across the bridge, man. I hope these moles don't be on my ass, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it's like the Warriors. You remember the movie The Warriors? The whole gang's looking for this group of people, and everywhere they go, they running into niggas. That's Chicago, bro. Where you are who you hang with, where you are who you facilitate with. I remember my homie did some foul ass shit. Didn't even tell me what the fuck he on, but since I hang with him, niggas try to get me from some shit he did. Was with another group of niggas. They shot at some niggas earlier that day. I didn't know that they warring with other motherfuckers. I just happened to be in the car with them. So the niggas that they shot at found my homies. I just happened to be in the car. They shot that motherfucker the fuck up. Man, what happened, man? Man, we shot them niggas earlier. Man, why the fuck y'all ain't tell me? Man, this is shit I'm talking about, man. Like, y'all really just gonna put me in danger because y'all not saying shit, man? Who moving like that? If I got beef or I got smoke or I got people looking for me or trying to kill me, I'm gonna let you know that before you step in my motherfucking car. Or take my car or drive my car. You know how many people in Chicago got killed driving other people's cars? Real spit. Drug dealers who do a lot of dirt on the streets. Cops take their shit. They shit get auctioned. You driving from the, you know how many times niggas is driving from the car auction home from a car they just bought who belonged to a drug dealer or a killer or something, and people see that car and shooting that car. They ain't thinking that the person ain't in the car. Yeah, you just bought the car. You don't even know what the fuck just happened. But I'm telling you, it's like Chicago's a place where you guilty by association, where you guilty on who the fuck you hang with. You ain't even doing shit, but you being around people that's doing shit will get you caught up in some shit. I'm telling you, the way death rolls up on you in Chicago is weird. Like, it's almost like a demon that's just in the street, just like starting shit, bro. I can't explain it. The way shit pop off, the way death happens, it's frequent too. Like, it's every day. Yeah, this weekend, 50, 60 people shot. Like on a regular, on the weekend, it's usually 50, 60 motherfuckers shot. Every weekend, bro. Every weekend, bro. We don't count motherfuckers that's dying every day. And this is Chicago, you know, Detroit, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Philly. You hear me? ATL shouting, Nashville. It's a lot of pockets in this country that's the same way. But I'm saying all this shit to say this internal conflict. I got a lot of internal conflict from what the fuck I was exposed to as a shorty when it came to death, murder, mayhem, evil shit. Right? Fast forward, it's 223. Yo, kids, especially if you got children living in Chicago, my nigga, yeah, they going through what I went through times 3. Matter of fact, they more active in this killing shit that's going on. See, me, I ain't no killer. I'm more of a hustler. You know, I sell some drugs before I sit here and kill a motherfucker or strong arm a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But these shorties, they killers now. That's the difference between my era and this new era. We was drug dealers. I'm telling you, that's what the fuck we did. We bought a house, we bagged that shit up, we sold that shit, whether it was coke, crack, weed, X, shrooms, whatever the fuck. Nigga, we sold shit. It made money, really, for the bitches. Because the women were the very integral part of the whole hustle. It was about females, nigga. Like, that's why I'm hustling. That's why I'm trying to be fresh, nigga. That's why I'm coming to school looking good, smelling good. That's why I gotta get a car. That's why I need my own apartment and shit. For the bitches, nigga. Like, that's what we did it for. The females, nigga. Fast forward to this generation. These niggas doing it for they niggas. It's bros over hoes. I go to the mall, I see 4 or 5 young niggas together. These niggas got purses, you know where they keep the gun at. Balenciaga, they got more gear than bitches. You heard me? They looking good for each other. Like it's a whole feminine connection that just got knocked out of Chicago. Look at the Chicago rappers. What do you see? All niggas. Where the Chicago female rappers at? You don't really see too many of them no more. And like look at back in the day, we had the Brat, we had Shauna, we had Shorty from Psychodrama. I forgot her name. You had like female rappers, man. It was like a plethora of female MCs and shit. But now when you look at these female rappers in Chicago, they sound more like dudes. Now when you look at these female rappers, nigga, they kind of like dudes. And when you look at these dude rappers, they kind of like bitches, man. It's a dynamic that's changed. Men are women and niggas is bitches now. You know what I mean? Because of internal conflict. Like I say, it's a switch that's happened. I don't know if it's in the water. Definitely on the parents, because that's who you gotta put this shit on. If you got kids, bro, if your kid grow up to be a fucking monster, that's your fault. That's your fault. See, there's no accountability on parents no more. And I'm wrapping this shit up. Told you it's how you move. What makes you divine is how you move. It's how you moving with your children. It's how you moving with your friends, your family, your people you have influence over. You know, as a divine feminine, it is your motherfucking right to move the right way, but not just move the right way, help other people move the right way. Teach people how to move the right way so you can have more people moving the way you move in a divine fashion. Like I say, be a beam of light in the darkness. There's a lot of fucking darkness around here. Yeah. Complexes, internal conflict. Like I said, I don't know what world you're living in, but it's a lot going on right now that you need to be very aware of, masculine and feminine, but mainly with the masculine. The internal conflict that you got against women, the feminine in general, the youth, pastime, the government, all that shit, like, you've been programmed, especially the masculine. Masculine, like, women have been heavily programmed as far as, like, accessories. Like, for example, I don't know who told y'all, you know, that y'all got to be flea at all times. That you can't be caught outside not fleek. Like, I just see what y'all do from the head down. Look what y'all put in y'all hair. Look what y'all do to y'all hair. Look at the expense it costs just to keep this whip. But it ain't just like you keeping this with eyebrows, eyelashes, makeup, lips, surgery, whether that's on your cheek, your nose, your neck, whatever the fuck. Tits, right? Nigga, I see motherfuckers put makeup like right here as if, you know, you gotta blend that fake face with your skin and shit. Like, you know, from the head to the toe. The woman has been completely programmed to have all this shit on her. Like, this ain't even the real you. If I take my hand and go across your face and shit, your face gonna fall off, nigga. Like, it's gonna be a whole, like the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like Frank Ocean in the Novocaine video. If I can take my hand and go like this, nigga, your whole face gonna be blurred. Like, who told y'all to do all this shit? That this shit has to be maintained. You think a nigga give a fuck about your bush? Or you not looking good when it's time to do the nasty? Like, a nigga don't give a fuck. Like, whoa, you straight. Don't matter. You really gotta put up your makeup. Like, we going to the store. We just go to the gas station. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I gotta be. I don't want to be caught out like looking just any kind of way. Somebody might talk about it. It's like y'all so self-conscious about how the world perceives you, or how men's supposed to perceive you, or how things, you know, how you being perceived out here. Y'all programmed like a motherfucker. Somebody told y'all gotta have the accessories that y'all think y'all need. We ain't gonna talk how much it costs to keep you whipped. Whipped. Hair, nails, makeup, bags, gear, like, you know what I'm saying? It's expensive. I told you, shit is going up. Shit ain't going down. Expenses are up. Cost of living is up. Women in the 1920s, bro, 1930s, 1940s, they wasn't on what y'all on. They don't even have the same morals and values that you new bitches got. Not all y'all, but I'm just speaking to this new generation. The way a woman in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s looked at their man is different from how women look at that men right now. Man was everything to the woman, the provider, the protector. But more than anything, she let him be himself. She didn't force shit on him. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of bargain. I can see why a man can, in the 1920s, 1930s, marry a woman and they be married for 50, 60 years. And I can see how in 2023, that divorce is probably on his way to 70% from 60. You know, men, I hear it from my twin flame all the time. You always got a lot of shit to say about women. Oh, they this, they that. Kind of what I'm saying right now. But even though I'm saying this shit, I'm not saying all women. And I'm not being a Kevin Samuels negative nigga saying this shit either. But it's just like, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out some facts. Going back to the Carver Damascus and several warrants, man, it's just your ideology on women that needs to change. You think all women the same when they're not. Women, y'all think all niggas the same when they ain't. I hear too much complaining. Not enough evolution. The world has changed. And the people in the world have changed with this changing world. But just because the world changing don't mean you gotta change with it. Be the only one with retro values. Be the only one who moving different from how everybody else moving around this bitch. You know, be an Erica Badu in a world full of fucking Beyonce. Be an ODB in a world full of Drakes. Stand out. Be your motherfucking original self. Because like I say, everybody trying to be everybody out here. Everybody trying to look like everybody out here. Everybody trying to have the same relationship goals and personal goals as everybody else. I'm telling you, the average person ain't got their own thoughts. The average person don't even know. Like I said, fuck the average. Time to get above average. You a queen of wands, divine feminine. You are not regular. All right? So stop trying to move like the common folk. Stop trying to move like these karmic. Quit doing what the fuck these karmic chicks are doing. Quit doing what the fuck the women in the world are doing. Do something original. It's like Alicia Keys when she stopped wearing makeup. So you know what? I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta get whipped every time Instagram come on or every time motherfuckers get pictures of me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just keep it natural. People should be catching on to that, but instead, I don't know. It gets talked about. Like I said, the world fucked up. Everybody is competing with everybody. Everybody is sharing the same fucking goals because it's almost like they ain't got no goals of their own. Everybody is trying to do the same shit because it's almost like they ain't got no shit of their own to attend to. You know, masculine, you going to the as far as yourself, you know, going to the near future, you got the Knight of Wands. This is just moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. This is getting a move on, but this is also being in the now and in the place to be. So progression. Masculine, it's time for you to progress. Whether that's evolving, so you progressing yourself. Evolving this twin flame demo, so this is choosing you to fuck with your twin flame, your divine counterpart, and really moving forward with this. Or this is like I say, moving forward with your karmic feminine. You're either gonna progress by yourself, progress with your divine feminine, or progress with your karmic feminine. But progression needs to happen. And all the progression is just making a conscious decision to like really make a move. Okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So let me work on this now. Let me get on this. Let's get cracking on it. Let's get started. Okay, my divine counterpart. Obviously, hands down, best choice I can make in a relationship right now. Let's move forward with this. Let's get to the next stage with this. Let's get to the next chapter with this shit. Or with your karmic. Hey, I finally found what the fuck I'm looking for. You know, let me move forward. It's time to move forward. You've been stagnant too long, asking. Dealing with your internal conflict, dealing with like the same type of conflict you've been dealing with. It's like you're fighting the same battle and doing the same moves, so it's insanity because it's the same shit keep happening. Future final row, wrapping this up. Going to the future, feminine, you got wins, victories, and celebrations. Going to the future, you can really win. It's like what the fuck I said with the masculine. Feminine, you can win by yourself, you can win with your divine counterpart, or you can win with a karmic counterpart. Whether you by yourself or with somebody else, or with a team or support system or not, feminine, you got options and you gonna win. You know, with or without, you gonna win. You gonna get yours. Everything gonna work the fuck out. Whether that's you got the people in your life you want in your life, why you winning or not, like you're gonna be okay. Not saying you're masculine or not, you're gonna be okay too. But it's all about perception. Feminine, you're gonna be okay at the end of the day. And you ain't gotta hurt yourself. 6 of Wands, that's wins, victories, and celebrations. It's certain shit you wanted to win. Whether it's the twin flame game or just the game of life, you gonna win. Victory. You've been trying to get a victory. Like I said, either with the twin flame shit, either with your karmic shit, either with some shit you got going on personally, you got the victory. You've been waiting for something to really celebrate. Wands, these are actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done and what you're doing got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. So some shit you've done and doing that's gonna create some wins in your life due to the way you was moving. Going to the future feminine, you're gonna have something to celebrate. You know, celebrate. I guess the last excuse I could use is like the mentality of Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is slow, but because of him being slow, he can have a childlike wanderlust for everything. It's like with him and Lieutenant Dan, right? It's like he saved Lieutenant Dan. Obviously, it was meant for him to know Lieutenant Dan or for him to be in the same platoon with Lieutenant Dan because eventually Forrest becomes the person that's saving Lieutenant Dan's life. Lieutenant Dan is a cripple. Lieutenant Dan is bitter. Like, fuck you niggas, you should have let me die. You know what I mean? Who the fuck are you to deny me wanting to die here? My whole family died, I want to die. You just fucked my whole path and purpose up, bro. Fuck you. And as harsh as he was with Forrest never let Lieutenant Dan's way of thinking get him down. You know? Fast forward to the shrimp boat. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, nigga, if you get a shrimp boat, I'll be your first captain. And it's like he's sitting on the boat and he sees Lieutenant Dan. It's like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Jumps in the water. Lieutenant Dan's his first mate. And it's like, it started from the moment Forrest saved Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan was very bitter until, like I say, he's starting to see the light. You remember how they was at that New Year's Eve party where they was with them two prostitutes and shit? And, uh, you know, the chick kissed Forrest. Forrest like, oh, she tastes like cigarettes and shit. Like, she treated Forrest, so he treated the bitch and kicked him out for disrespecting Forrest. Like, even though Lieutenant Dan was kind of shitting on, you know, Forrest, it was still all about love. Because Lieutenant Dan did respect Forrest, did kind of love Forrest for what he did. Didn't give him that acknowledgement, but respect him for it nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to my point with this shit. End of the movie. Forrest is a billionaire. Like, fucking both Gump Shrimp take the fuck off to where, like, now Lieutenant Dan got, like, metal legs. He's getting married to the Asian chick and shit. It's like full circle. He thanks Forrest, like, yo, man, thank you for saving me, bro, because my life could have really went down a whole different trajectory. You know, by you winning, everybody wins, and that's like you, my opinion. You're Forrest Gump. Like by you winning, everybody wins. Forrest Gump mom won. You know what I mean? She gets to see shit that she would never thought she would see in her lifetime. Bubba, who's dead, but Bubba's family. You saw like when, you know what I'm saying, he sent the check to Bubba family and shit, and mama opened up the motherfucking check, she passed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Bubba family winning. They got the new church and shit. The church he went to, the church winning. Everything gets a fucking upgrade when you upgrade yourself to right feminine. Like everybody gets affected by the goodness that is you. Don't you notice when you separate from your friends or your friends separate from you, their lives kind of. Don't you see when you separate from your ex or your ex separate from you, their life kind of. And motherfuckers will tell you that you ain't got a good idea, but turn around and steal that idea and make some moves with it. Motherfucker tell you all day you ain't nothing, but in the end, you gonna see who you really are. Once again, you're the beam of light in the midst of darkness. Going to the future, you're gonna start winning. And it ain't just you who gonna win. Everybody attached to you gonna start winning. You're gonna change everybody's life that's facilitated with you. And once you see your profound effect on the people around you, like actions to be able, watch, you're gonna see the change. Physically see the change in real time. You're gonna win. You're gonna get the victory. Something you're gonna be able to celebrate. But then, like I say, because of you winning, it's like everybody won. Thus, it's kind of like in the end of the movie, kind of give you more clarity. Like, damn, this is why I went through the shit that I went through. This is why I went through this evolution that is this twin flame shit in the process. Like, this is what all this pain, hurt, and suffering benefited from. Like, this shit helped me just become a whole new creature. And now, I ain't just physically changed. Everything has changed for the better. Final card, Madison going to the future. You got the Ace of Wands. This is just awareness, or the first step, or the first move towards your next chapter. It's all about actions. You can feel a way about a person all day, but what you doing about that? You can feel some type of way all day, but what you really doing? Like, you know what I mean? It's your actions and behavior that dictates change, that dictates results, that just dictates shit. And if no action is being done, then no change is going to happen. Like I said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Not trying is going to guarantee failure. At least trying and get you moving. It's time to get moving, right, man? Really, that's the last shit I can say about your weekly wrap up. You know exactly what you need to do. I told you, you either need to progress yourself, progress your twin flame demo, or progress where you at with your karma. And what does the universe want to say on the final card tip? The universe is saying 10 of Wands, temporary endings. This is pumping the brakes on some shit you're passionate about. This is leaving something alone while you still can. Masculine and feminine. Aside from the overall energy, the first card in this message, to take care of yourself, to love yourself more, to realize who you are, really get a clear-cut picture of your identity. Really, so you ain't sending mixed messages out here. You're going to have to 10 of Wands too. You're going to have to leave people alone. You're going to have to leave situations alone. You're going to have to leave things alone, or some things are just not going to be there temporarily. This is just a temporary ending. For the moment, it's a lot of shit that has to cease and assist. You know what I mean? Because it's for your own betterment. So don't trip out, feminine, when you find yourself going without things, or find yourself without certain things that you kind of used to or usually have it. It's only a sign for the best. That's the message that I got. If you need my assistance, just holler at me. You know where I'm at. All right, one.